Back from our big adventure in Kopipi. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Just want to, I did another live stream earlier today, so this is part 2. I've rested my voice and ready to go again. I did like a 2-hour live stream earlier. That was crazy. Let me get connected to the internet here. I mean to my laptop. I don't see anybody yet, so let me see if I am live. I think I'm live. Anybody here yet? Yes, I am live. Okay, 7 people watching, so it's evening time, cocktail time here. Hello, Poo Poo. How are you? Irish D, hello. ABC, good to see you. Cheers. So we delivered the kids' school shirts to them the other day. Made a video on it. Of course, it's not out yet. We're going to have their Christmas party on the 24th. The kids are super excited, and I'm excited. And then the next day, we're having our Christmas party. Monday, we're headed to Ubon. I'm taking the, how many people, like 9? A lot of people. We're going to Ubon, going to spend the night. And it's going to be super fun. Going to bring you guys along for that. And then we have Nope Noi and Picha are coming. And then Christmas, we're having our big party here on Christmas Day, and that's when Klaus, not Christmas Day, our New Year's party, we're gonna have it at Matt Owen's house, and Klaus and Thune, James, Chocolate Man in Thailand, and Foreigner Joe and Gift will be here. We have this crazy competition going on right now with this weight loss thing. Let me tell you how it got started. Me and Paige usually come back after a trip, and I usually can lose about 4 kilos exercising in a couple of weeks before we head to our next one. Well, I didn't do that this time, so we had back-to-back trips, and I gained a lot of weight, and I was looking at some of the videos, and I told Joe, I said, Joe, when you see me again, I'm not going to have this gigantic stomach. So, and then all of a sudden, he's like got me weighing in on the scale. And all of a sudden there's a competition now with Fat Boy James and Fat Boy Joe. So, yeah, we've got that going on. And that'll be, the weigh-in will be in the morning of New Year's Eve. So I'm going to bring you guys, that ought to be fun. Anyway, hello everybody. Let's see, let me back up. Jurgen, cheers, cheers. It is now 7 o'clock p.m. Thailand time, Saturday. Wade in California. Mr. Vegas, good to see you. Of course you're allowed here. I just wasn't expecting any people from the U.S., but it's early in the morning, so in Las Vegas, it's got to be like 5 in the morning, I think. That's the city that never sleeps, though, so I hope you won a lot today. Liz from Latvia. I don't know where that's at. IJ Sherwin, hello. Steve, hello from Japan. Skilt. One and all from Cork, Ireland. Very good, very cool. Thomas from Sweden. Klaus has been teaching me some new words, but I forgot. Lim, good evening. Yeah, Klaus and Thune are pretty cool. They're really easy people, so we get along pretty well with them. Poo, I am in Khon Kaen. Awesome, I love Khon Kaen. Do you need any resources for the school? I'm not really sure, Catch Bay, what you mean by that, but we are still accepting donations for either the school or the kids' Christmas party or the Mafia Christmas party. So, Mark from England, good to see you. Brian Johnston, good to see you. From North Shields Tyne and where? England, from England, good to see you. But this is a Q&A. If you guys have any questions, I answered a lot of questions on the last Q&A this morning. It was a pretty good Q&A. It lasted like 2 hours though. I don't think I can do that tonight. Drizzle, traveling in Thailand and Cambodia. Hello, me in Bangkok quarantine. All right, you got plenty of time tonight. Happy that to be in Thailand again. 1 January, me going to Koh Chang. Well, we should be, that's our next big trip is Koh Chang. I was just fixing to tell you guys that. I'm going to do an update video of our next adventure, but we were going to go up north to Chiang Rai area, but decided not to. And we're headed back to my favorite place in Koh Chang, but I'm not sure when we'll be there exactly. We're going to take our time getting there. Colin Champion, hi Chuck, how tall are you if you are only 88 kilo? I am, I don't know, a centimeter, maybe 172. I'm like 5 foot 11 inches. Incredible Kicks 23. Hey Chuck and Paige from my ASQ hotel in Bangkok. A lot of people are coming. Very cool. That was Paige. Jim, good to see you again. Drizzle, you're from the Netherlands. Very cool. Chuck, I was just trying to finish the earlier today's live stream that I didn't finish yet. Anyway, it is 5 degrees here in Japan at 9 p.m. You never did tell me if it was snowing there, but you probably did, but I missed it because there are so many comments like this one right now. David Wales Jones, hi from Wales. Hello, how are you? Prem, I'm looking at my computer down here, so sorry. Prem from Dubai, thank you very much. Bertella, good to see you.
Can you see?
Patrick. I was trying to read a box of popcorn. I was like, I'm on this crazy diet right now. I was like, I bought some like non-buttered popcorn. I said, can you tell me? And it's like really, really tiny. I said, is there any friggin' carbs or how many calories are in this bag of popcorn before I eat the kernels, right? So we couldn't see, so I had to look at the old man lens. Anyway. Jack Jill, good to see you again. Good morning again from Wisconsin. Good to see you again. Joe, aren't you supposed to be getting some beauty sleep? Hey brother, how you doing? Find time to live stream. How do you find time to live stream? Is that apple cider vinegar in your glass? No, but I did take it this morning. That stuff is horrible. But I have 2 more bottles of it, and I try to forget it most of the time, but I'm still drinking it. But this is not cider. It's not beer, so don't get too excited. Gordon from Scotland, good to see you. Hello, everybody. Tony, did your tattoo hurt? A little bit, not too bad. Don, hello from Toronto. Patrick, the 737 in the background, is it a Boeing? Yes, and one of my subscribers sent that to me. Jim says, really heavy snowfall on the west coast of Japan right now. over 6 feet of snow and more coming. Wow, very cool. I could say that because we're not like actually in it. Dowlow, love the last travel series. Thank you. I hope the next one is just as good. Sinister back in the house. Thank you very much for being here. Glenn, hello again. Val Ventura, hey Chuck, where do you find that awesome cover music for your videos? It's very difficult. I'm going to tell you guys how I do it because a lot of people ask. So, of course, they're not the original artists, right? So I find these cover bands, and when I get the cover bands, I kind of change the rhythm or I change the tone. I change it up in some way or some form on my editing program. So what I'll do is I'll do about 10 of them. I'll cut it down to like about 2 minutes each one, and then I'll put a little picture on there and I'll upload it privately to YouTube. And I'll wait and see if I get a copyright strike. Well, it doesn't go against me because it's in private. So whichever ones pop up as, you know, copyright, I just delete them and I know I can use the other one. So I can't promise that I won't get hit later on, but I don't know, I get bored with the music and what the hell, I think a lot of the music I'd like to play, I cannot play. Not just because of monetization, but some of the music, they won't allow you to play the video in certain countries, which sucks, you know? Okay, I'm missing a lot of people, so I'm going to have to skip down. Irish D, thank you very much, €10.99 for the next burger. Probably going to be in Koh Chang. We're probably going to go eat at the, what is it called again, that diner? I forgot the name of it. In Koh Chang. Annie P's Diner in Koh Chang. Vertula, thank you very much for that. Choke me and Merry Christmas to you too. The village Phanom again. Corner Joe's liposuction procedure. Everybody's getting a kick out of this, Joe. Joe, I was almost close to buying some pom-poms today to send to your fan clubs. Bob, good to see you. All right, I'm going to start over because I got a lot of questions coming up. Merry Christmas to everybody. Hayden Young, good to see you. Joe, don't overdo it. Only 2 tablespoons of twice a day. No, I'm definitely not going to overdo that. That's for sure. That stuff is not good. Neil, good to see you from the UK. I'm trying not to talk so loud. For some reason, my Mafias went to bed at like 6:30. Catchboy sent something to Pukia with mess. Thank you very much for that. A lot of people have sent stuff through PayPal, and I haven't had a chance to get to everybody to thank them yet, but they're going to be definitely added to that video for the Christmas party. Naga Award, any good golf courses where you live? None here, but in NakhonPhanom, I made a video, it's called Millionaire Golf Course. You can just type in notime2bsad millionaire and it'll pop up. And it's a decent golf course, but it's only like 150 baht to golf all day. It's on the old the American military base in NakhonPhanom. Tony, good how your timing belt was so cheap. From what I've been told, that procedure is pretty easy. We don't have 4-tuners in the U.S., but somebody else told me that it's about a 40-minute job. It's pretty easy. It took the guy about an hour and a half. But, well, that's how long it took from the time it went into the shop. I don't know how long it took him to actually do the job. It's about right, though. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm not trying to talk real loud. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, the tattoo's not done. It'll be done in a couple of weeks. Joe, send Chuck some fried chicken. It's everywhere around me. Everywhere I look, there's friggin' fried chicken everywhere. They're like bringing it to my doorstep now. Okay, cool. Sounds good. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay right now. This year's almost over. Not a whole lot of news coming into Thailand other than, about the you-know-what. Other than they want to wait on the vaccine inside Thailand till probably towards the middle of the year. They want to make they're really in no big hurry here because there's not a lot of cases and no deaths hardly since this thing has started in Thailand. So they're not in any hurry to take a vaccine at the moment. They want to just kind of sit back and wait and kind of make sure everything is okay before they start giving their people the vaccine, which I can respect that for sure. But I think it's going to take, until that time before things can get back to normal. But people that want to come here on a short term, forget it. But if you want to do like a 90 day, you can do it now. You just have to, go through the obstacles and spend a little extra money, if you want to. But I still recommend just waiting and saving your money, and this stuff will be over soon. I think, Brian, next year, November, definitely should be okay. It's going to have to. Hey, Charles, good to see you. Good morning. Of course it's friggin' cold there. And it's got to be, 6 in the morning, too. I always post a video like at 6, and people go, oh, you get up early. But we get up at like 5 o'clock every morning, but we're usually in bed by 7:30, 8 o'clock. We're usually asleep by 9. Yeah. Joe, are you going to win the challenge? Everybody thinks I'm just a beer drinking, hamburger eating hillbilly, so chances are I'm not going to win, right? Kevin, good to see you. I sent your shirt, Kevin. Where's my money? I sent you an email with the amount that you owe for the shirt. So let me know how you're going to send that to me. You should get your shirts in about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. Jason, I just ordered you some fried chicken. Let's see if it's right. It ain't. I know it ain't coming tonight, man, for sure. They're not firing up the grill. Charles, enjoy your. That's my favorite time. Cup of coffee on the porch. Wherever we're at, preferably by the ocean. What size do the shirts go up to? I'm not sure if you're talking about the little shirt that I had here. It's, I think, 2X, like that, which is about an extra large in the West. Catch boy, time difference. My phone wake me up about 3 a.m. every day when you post a new video. I will unsubscribe you. I would too. I actually put my phone on, there's no sound because it would make noise constantly. So I put it on like a towel on my bed so it doesn't vibrate. I don't hear the vibration. Clay, good to see you, Clay. I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you, sir? Any update on Brian? Brian's actually been messaging, I think, Joe. Joe told me he talked to him a couple. I haven't talked to Brian since he left. Actually, a couple times. I promoted his channel and we've talked a couple times via YouTube. But from what Joe told me, I think Brian is ready to come back and wants to come back to Thailand. Brian, thank you. Another smart man on the live stream. I think Chuck will win it. Naga, another smart one. By 1 kilogram. I think you're right. Bertella, have you been to the bar Rasta View on Koh Chang in Phang Phao? Super nice view down there. I know where it's at, but it's not open right now. Everything is pretty much closed as far as bars go, but I haven't. There's like a rock bar or something close by there that I went to, but not that one. Thomas, good to see you, teacher Thomas. Scott, I am doing 2 live streams. I only do like 1 a month. Huh? Scott says, Paige, where's her? Paige says, where's her biscuits? Anyway, I usually try to do 2 live streams for the different time zones because I know it's difficult. I try to do it early for the people in America, and then I do one late for the people in the Euro time zone. But it's hard to get everybody. But I try to do it on Saturday, like so people aren't really working. Happy election day. Tomorrow is election day here. Nobody's doubting you, Joe. I think if anybody knows how to do this competition, I think it's you. So I don't think anybody's doubting you, but it's awful fun to give you a hard time about it. 100%. Scott said he's coming. I promise you, Merry Christmas. He's coming with your biscuits. Clay, how are your kids and my mom? Oh, okay, no one's asked that in a while. My daughter, who's in the Air Force, just got sent to Africa for 6 weeks. She's okay with that, I guess. But everybody's good, no problems. My oldest son, who lost his job through the COVID thing, got another job and had a home built, and everything's good in my entire family. There's been no problems, even in Florida. Most of my family lives in Florida, South Florida, no problems. We had to close the bar tonight. No alcohol. Oh yeah, there's no alcohol sales. That is crazy. I was telling Paige earlier, I said, that's the thing to do in Texas, get wasted and go to the polling booth. You know what I'm saying, fam? But not in Thailand. We were actually, last year, we were south. And south part of Thailand. We went, where we were past Krabi, we went to that island way, yeah, we went to Koh Lipe, way down south, and we were in kind of a Muslim area, and the election was going on, so there was like no beer. But luckily I had a bottle of Sangsong, and Paige had vodka. Sheki. Have you heard about the Smart Visa? Yeah, it's actually been around for a few years now, the Smart Visa. Marcus, yes, we're going to Ubon Monday for an evening with all the mafias, and then we're headed to, after New Year, the whole gang of us are gonna go to Gotchan, my favorite place. Troy, another smart one. Good guy. Thank you. Wow, I've got earlier today is like everybody was rooting for Joe. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, Chuck. Don't get offended. I don't care who you, I could care less. I think Joe could care less too. I know James could care less, even more so. But yeah, I got some fan club here. I got some cheerleaders. Thanks. Nate, good to see you. Good morning. Let's see, let's got some questions here that I can answer. True Gent T. Hey, Chuck and Paige, I'm hoping to retire in Thailand next year. Hope it gets better by then. I think, no doubt. No doubt. My diet's going good. You know, it's difficult at this age to lose weight. You know, we had kind of a short period of time to try to lose as much weight as possible. So you got an idea in your mind what you want to do, and you're trying to do it, and you're working real hard, but it's like, why isn't this happening? It's not the same as it was when you're 20, 30 years old, you know? But it's going good. I'm happy. I'm going to have to try to continue a little bit more discipline, I think, after that. I don't know. When we get on the island, who knows? Scott, while you guys are doing the weight loss, Triple T getting fat just making the breakfast menu. Hope you guys decide to fall off the wagon. You need a huge breakfast at Maybe. You never know. We may end up coming back up through Pattaya again in that area. Patty, good to see you. What happened with the Tiger Temple in Krabi? Too many steps. Clay, are you planning to cross the borders again anytime soon? Our plan is to go back to the U.S. in June. And of course, nothing scheduled. We're just a thought. But me and Paige would like to go to Mexico this year. But we want to go back to the U.S. and then go to Mexico, if possible. Sting, Phuket, good to see you. Tom, good to see you. Larry, again, good morning. Yes, part 2. I'm such a nice guy, right? Trying to get everybody in on the live stream. Joey from Scotland. Hasip Ha. Hasip Ha, okay. 55. Good afternoon from Italy. Frederick Lund, keep up the good work, Chuck, and Joe need to work again here in Sweden. Matt Hansen, hello, Chuck. What's next when you're traveling? It's time for Vietnam or other Asia countries. What are your long-time plans? My long-time plan is to not have plans right now. It's to live a life of like a gypsy. That's my long-term plan right now. Traveling to another part. We had plans to go to Singapore before all this stuff happened, but that didn't happen. And I think that we want to go back to Japan for sure. But I don't know, Vietnam, yeah, I think Vietnam, we have some friends that are Vietnamese that live in Laos, And we may fly in there next time. We drove there once. It's not a good idea. Frederick, bye-bye. Hugh, good to see you. What part of Mexico do you want to visit? Mexico do you? This time we're just going to take a cruise. Not going to fly into Mexico. We're just going to take a cruise if they're still available. I don't know. We'll see. But we want to go with like friends and family on a cruise ship, and that's always fun with a group. Wherever, usually it goes to like Cozumel, Cancun, you know, that kind of stuff. Not long term in Mexico. Brian, thank you very much. 10-year a Leo for Paige for Christmas. Yay. Paige is over here sitting on, relaxing on her phone. Clay, where is the scariest place you have found yourself in Thailand? I've never been to a scary place, I think, in Thailand, but I don't think I've ever been to a place where I was uncomfortable. Well, the only place I've ever felt uncomfortable was in Pattaya. And it was around a bunch of drunk phalans. Actually, me and Paige were we were in Bangkok once at, where we were at, yeah, we were in Khao San. A lot of strange people there, so I felt uncomfortable really for Paige because it was not really clean, it was dirty, and but I've never been really scared anywhere in Thailand yet. I mean, I don't know where I would feel scared at. Larry is still rooting for you, Joe. You still have some cheerleaders in the house. Southern Nights, Georgia. Good to see from Georgia, 7:30 in the morning. Chris Torres, good to see you. From Canada. Hey, that Canadian flag is too tiny, yeah. It's definitely the smallest one in the house. Steve Villa, good evening from Steve and Jeed Sathong from Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia. Good evening. Cheers. Still got to get to Australia and New Zealand. I don't know if we're going to be able to go next year. I thought maybe everything would be normal, you know, towards the beginning of the year next year, and we could do all the things that we wanted to do this year, but I don't know. But still going to New Zealand, no doubt, and Australia's first. Naga, vote now, Chuck or Joe for the win. Binary Alpha. Hi, Chuck. This is Kazi. Love to see some fishing. You talk all the time. I do talk a lot. Go to notime2bsad fish, and you'll see many fishing videos. Just type that in. Where is my Christmas tree? Okay, let me do a little pan real quick. There's Paige. There's the Canadian flag. There's the Christmas tree. Yay. That's the American flag. That was earlier today. Okay. Pooh Bear from Houston. All right, good to see you. Good morning. Jan from Romania. Very awesome. Glenn Penman, my wife Tracy and I live in Australia, but I'm originally from New Zealand. Beautiful country to travel around. Yeah, we want to get one of those, I know you guys call it something else, I forgot. But, you know, one of the little camper vans and drive around and camp. Brian, have you been to the UK? I have not. Patty, what do you think about Ao Nang? I think it's pretty cool without any tourists. I think when it's probably normal, I probably wouldn't like the area. But it seems like there's a lot of stuff for foreigners to do there. It's definitely a tourist place. You know, the beaches were okay, but there's a lot of beautiful beaches in Thailand that are just away from the tourist areas. But if you want to be around, you know, like a lot of activities, a lot of Phalang food and some bars by the ocean, you know, and not be like in Bangkok or Pattaya, then it's okay. I think when it's back to normal, I probably wouldn't care much for it. I'd probably rather be in Krabi, like the city. Right? Download, Chuck and Paige, if you get to Victoria, you can stay in our holiday home on Phillip Island. Okay. You got a boat? Very cool, thank you. Let's see, a lot of times people ask questions and they don't pop up till later. Joey, I have been to most of the countries on your wall. Need to send you a Scottish flag. Okay. If you send any flags, make sure it's like boat size, because I have no more room to put it. I'll have to put it somewhere where it's not, you guys won't see it very often. Osama, good to see you. What's your recommendation to travel in Thailand today? What island? I don't know. You know, I would have to know more about what you wanted to do. If it was your first time coming to Thailand, you know, Koh Lipe Bay is beautiful. It's not like a culture shock. It's really far south, but you could fly or take a train there. And then take the ferry over to Koh Lipe Bay. You know, I don't know, Koh Samui, Koh Pipi, you know, it just depends on what you like, you know. I don't know, my favorite place is still, our favorite place is still Koh Chan. Dallo says he's got a boat too. Sounds awesome. Darren, I love how the world comes together to look your YouTube channel. I do too. I mean, we're all just people, right? With the same kind of needs, I think, or wants in life. Merry Christmas, everybody. Clay says, do me and Paige ever visit the rooftop bars in Bangkok? No, I try not to go to Bangkok as much as humanly possible. It's just not, the big city stuff is just not for us. Yeah, it's fun to go visit, and we actually had thought about flying there and spending doing like the transient thing in Bangkok, and we still may, there's always time to do whatever. But really haven't thought about it lately. Right now, because it's so like tourist free in Thailand, it's like open to go anywhere and it's pretty cheap. So that's not the place that's really first on our list or thinking about right now. Fritz, everything is impossible here. Even traveling is not possible in Holland. And this whole, yeah, we got to get through this pretty quick. Mr. Vegas, my one need at this point is to get out of the United States and never come back. But I need Thailand or Philippines to open up. Thailand's open. All you've got to do is go down to the Thai embassy or consulate close to you, do what you need, what's required to come, and sit in quarantine for 14 days. I don't know about the Philippines, but you can come to Thailand on a long-term visa right now. You can even come on a tourist visa. You just have to do the quarantine. Nobody's coming into Thailand right now without quarantine. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up, guys. I actually forgot to give myself a thumbs up. You know, I've met quite a few people that have lived in the Philippines, and most of them prefer Thailand, but some of them love the Philippines, you know, for whatever reasons, you know. Clay, what has been your furthest bike ride? My furthest bike ride has been Hunnicutt, which is 72 kilometers from here. "15 nights quarantine." I'm sorry, 15. I think the first night is considered 0. Catch Bay, it's odd how I try to find out ways to leave work life when possible. You know, it's scrolling, so it's hard to read. Work life when people try to get a job. I'm now 50. Because of some reason, maybe 2024, I could relocate to Thailand. We have an office in Bangkok. You know, the company that I was contracted with has also a company here in Thailand. And I thought about it for a minute. And then I thought the best thing to do is just gather up enough money to try to live here permanently without working in Thailand. But you got to do what you got to do. No bike club. No, I don't ride in a bike club. Somebody likes your jazzy socks. Yeah, they like your socks. Chris says Thailand is probably an easier transition for Western than the Philippines. I've been to the Philippines and loved it, but the infrastructure probably takes more getting used to than it would in Thailand. Now I've heard, you know, if you have a problem with like the language barrier, that the Philippines is easier transition because they speak English there a lot. But I've heard the same thing, like the infrastructure is definitely a lot better here in Thailand than over there. But I can't tell. The only thing I can tell you is what other people have told me. Mez from Hunnicutt. I go to Renew a lot. MERS, I'm sorry. Hunnicutt. I almost went there today on a bicycle ride. But yeah, awesome to meet you. Sergio from Portugal, greetings. Gabriel, I miss Mafia and Sunday Fun Day. I think the video's coming out tomorrow. That's last Sunday Fun Day. The video's coming out tomorrow morning. Yeah. In about 9 hours. But how is Paige's brother coming home for Christmas? I just actually talked to him today, this morning, and definitely wishes he could be here, but it ain't gonna happen. My new tattoo, Dan, is extremely itchy. It's a little bit better today. I've got one more session. I've got to do this part on the next go around, and then it'll be finished. I'll show you guys later. James, hello, good morning. Sergio likes the cycling videos. Thank you. They're very difficult to do. I don't like to do them. Harrier Rob, hi Chuck, love your blogs. Have you ever been to, if you could spell it in Thai, I could probably read it better. Phayao. Phayao in northern Thailand? Phayao, huh?
Only pass, not stopping.
Paige said we only passed by. We never stopped. Oh, okay. James Leach, hello from the UK. When does the party begin? Which one? Patty's promoting other YouTube channels. Thank you for that. Always awesome. I don't know that one. No. A Nomad Overseas, hello from Ireland. Missed the start of the stream, no worries. I'm just blah, blah, blah. Hello, hello, hello. Kind of told you guys what's happening with the Christmas party and our next adventure. You didn't miss much. We're having the, we're sponsoring the school like we do every year. Big Christmas party. I just brought them all their shirts for Christmas that I told them last year. I said, you guys got to have some Christmas shirts because they were so random last year. So we got them the Christmas shirts and then our Christmas party here at home. Chocolate Man talks about why he prefers Thailand. He did make a very good video with Joe. If you go to Foreigner Joe's channel, James, Chocolate Man in Thailand, he actually lived in the Philippines and he gives you his spin on, he lived in the Philippines for 3 years and why he kind of decided to pick Thailand over the Philippines. It's a very good interview. Joe did a great job. I know Joe's probably lifting weights right now. If you rub a little petroleum jelly, it will reduce the itch. Actually, I have some medicated stuff that they give me that I have to put it on. It's got like vitamin D or let's see, vitamin A and D ointment that I have to put on it. But it doesn't itch that much when it does have the ointment. When is your next live stream? Probably next month. I've been only doing like one a month. Scott, Teacher Thomas in Thailand. Teacher Thomas Thailand is in the house, guys. You've got to subscribe to him and of course Foreigner Joe's channel. Scott says, we truly appreciate your involvement with the school. That really all just, it's a feel-good thing for me. Me and Paige both really enjoy doing that for the kids, and they're so really adorable and appreciative. And we hope to be able to do it every year. Like I said, we donated the shirts the other day. That video will probably come out maybe Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. Pretty quick. Paul, I'm Joe's #1 fan. Just ask him. Well, thank you for coming on my channel and saying I appreciate that. Baby rash cream. Yeah, I have some of that stuff. That's good for like rashes and or if you get a burn. as a medic, we always had a lot of crazy things, you know, for like when the guys would get stung by something, we had meat tenderizer that we would paste up and it would pull out the poison or a spider bite. But yeah, we had a diaper rash. I had diaper rash stuff because if they got burned with something, if you can catch it fast enough, it would heal it right away. Patty, when are you going to give away Christmas presents this year? Christmas. More Leo. I miss Leo, but no Leo. You want Leo? Hey, babe, while you're in the kitchen, do you mind putting a little bit more ice in?
Okay.
Next time you go in the kitchen. You can make yourself a Leo. You're not the one, you're perfect. Sangsong, man. No Sangsong. Sangsong actually has a lot of sugar in it. So I haven't had any Sangsong period at all this month. I think. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember. Larry, Chuck, you and Paige and your subs are doing a fantastic job assisting the school. Yeah, every year, everybody always likes to help support that, and we're happy to help them do that. Ken Heller, good to see you. So what they cop from San Diego, California. One of my favorite places on the planet is San Diego. Huh? San Diego. It's one of our favorite places. San Diego has perfect weather. It's expensive, but perfect weather, great food, and it's just really relaxed. But it's expensive. But I'm pretty much done with California. We're done with California. The only reason why I went there last year is because my daughter is in Vacaville, and I'd never really been to San Francisco. Clay, yes, I still go to my favorite Kapiak Sen place, but since I've been on this diet, I've been eating the clear noodle instead of my favorite rice noodle because there's no carbs in the clear noodle. Troy says he stopped drinking beer until he loses his beer belly. I hope you get it lost quick. That sucks. Shark, after the weight loss, do you think Joe will get in the hot springs without a t-shirt on? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I have to ask him. Kevin Brown, I lived in San Diego for 33 years, great place, but now it's Naples, Florida for me. I've been to Naples too. I have some relatives that live in Naples. But I lived in El Cajon, San Diego for 10 months. And it was too expensive. I was young. I had to get out of there. Store. Hello, Chuck Wish from Sweden. Good to see you. Yeah, Larry, I can't drink the Sangsong because it's loaded up with sugar. I only drink it with water, which doesn't make it too bad, but it's just so, if you drink a lot, you really feel it the next day. Ken says, California has gone crazy, lived here all my life, time to sell everything and move to Thailand. If you can sell your, property value is worth a lot of money in California. I mean, homes on the average are worth, $500,000. If you owned your home in California and you moved to Thailand, you could be set in Thailand with $500,000 with some kind of Social Security or something else coming in. You could live a good life outside of the United Yes, Glenn Page is always happy. Well, sometimes. Depends on me. Sometimes I aggravate her. Clint from Tasmania, Australia. Awesome. I would love to go to Tasmania. Sounds like a cool place. What is there like a lot of stuff what is the best thing to do in Tasmania? That just sounds like a place where I want to go to Tasmania. Is it a place worth going? Okay, Clay, very good to see you again. I hope you also have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you for stopping by. Catchwood, you follow small new local Thai bloggers like Maggie's Journey, and would you meet them? I always meet bloggers. I've met quite a few that I've never watched their channels. I don't have time to watch a lot of channels. Even some of my good friends like James and Joe and teacher Thailand Thomas, we all know we don't have time to really watch. We have our own lives going on, and then we have our own YouTube channel. So it's difficult to keep up with what's going on in everybody's YouTube channel. So when Joe goes, hey, did you see my video? I'm like, I can't in my mind, I go, shit, you're my friend. I should say yes, but no, I didn't. Don't worry about it, you know. But that's just the way it is. We don't have time to really watch YouTube. I don't know. When I watch YouTube, I kind of watch I watch my own stuff, which is kind of weird, I guess.
Cooking.
I watch cooking stuff. I like to watch UFC, but I live in Thailand, so I don't really care much. I mean, what would I watch? Because we're both the type where we just kind of like to get in the truck and go in an area and just kind of adventure ourselves. Anyway. Tasmania has the best beer. Now, we've had Australian beer, and none of it has been good so far. But, I mean, we haven't tried the best beer, so maybe it's good there. I know you guys can drink. I miss Tom Yam Goong, best spicy soup. Now, you can get two types of Tom Yam Goong. Some of it is with the coconut, the red coconut curry, or the clear. So I prefer the red. What is the red? It's just a red curry, right?
It's not curry.
What is it?
Milk. Oh, cream.
But what's the red? In the Tom Yam Goong. It's a red curry paste that they put in it too, right? No?
It's Nam Pik Pao.
Nam Pik Pao. Does that make it red? Okay. Something red with coconut milk. I like that better. Store, I love the old beer chan. It was much better. Yeah, you know, I drank, when we first got here, the beer chan was okay. It was like, oh, I can drink this. But then it got kind of different. I don't know, it kind of makes us sick now. Only like beer, yeah. Brian from Austin, Texas. Austin is, everything is weird in Austin.
My Tito is from Austin.
Paige's favorite thing about Austin is that's where it makes her favorite vodka, Tito's. We've been to Austin. My son lived there for a long time. Kevin from Brisbane. Teacher Thailand Thomas, very well said, Chuck. It is difficult to try and keep up with everyone on YouTube. However, the support we have for each other is unquestionable. Correct. Yeah, we Where's your biscuits? Yeah, we always try to help each other out as best as we can. That's what it's all about. Irish D, Chuck, how do I make a donation for the school? If you go down in the description box of the videos, you'll see a link for PayPal. just, it says Chuck and Paige, PayPal me at Chuck and Paige. And please describe in a message exactly what you want to do with the funds for the school, for the kids, the local kids here at the Christmas party here at the house, or for the mafia party. Just please tell me what you want to do with the money. If you don't, then Paige goes to Paige's beer fund. Mafia Junior Beer Fund. Chris tours and Ontario. Chris, oh, you're talking to Larry. Do you have any videos where Paige gets a snoot full? I don't know what that means. It sounds funny. I don't know what that kind of means. So I'm gonna have to say no. Phanomphanaruk. Hi, Chuck. Rob from Bagram Air Base, Afghanistan. Bagram Air Base. Very cool. Hope to be in Thailand in January. Enjoy your quarantine. No beer. He's going to send money, but it's not for beer. Just please tell me what you want to do with the money. Thai Girl in America, hello again. I'm doing part 2 for my, I always call it like the Euro time zone, but normally I do it like about 3 or 4 in the afternoon, like on a Saturday. But I decided that really I had too much stuff to do this evening, and I decided to do it later. And you guys could kick it because it's early morning in America right now. Billy Bob, watching from London, thank you for coming. What's the internet cost, speed, and reliability like in Thailand? Need to connect back to the UK. How much is the internet here, do you know?
For the home?
Yeah, for the home.
500.
The internet at home here is 500 baht a month, starts at about 500. Our telephone is, what, 800 for both?
Yeah,
About 800 baht for 2 phones.
If you travel, it might need more.
If you're traveling, you might. Anyway, internet is amazing in Thailand. It's like no comparison to the West. It's extremely good. A lot of times I just use my, like right now I'm using my, you're watching me via my data on my phone, because sometimes the internet in the house, if too many people are on the internet, it starts to blank out when you're doing live streams. But a lot of times when we're traveling, like I've uploaded videos on an island in the middle of, in the tropics in Thailand, so there are phone towers everywhere, so internet is amazing. Snootful is drunk. Oh, okay. I think people have seen Paige drunk in a few of my videos. Sunday Fun Day videos. Maybe you'll see one tomorrow. M. Cook, I know I missed a few, sorry. M. Cook, hey guys, did you ever go to or see the Rocket Festival in Yasotan? We haven't made it to one yet. They didn't have it this year. But it's pretty dangerous, huh? The biggest problem is there's too many people. There's too much traffic trying to find a place to stay, and it hasn't been really top priority, but it's not far from here. Lisa, good to see you. Johnny Rosa, that's what we call from Denmark. Lisa from Abel. Peter Valentine, have you been to Pinsumalak? I'm pretty sure, right? Pinsumalak? Yeah.
We have, I don't think we start.
Maybe we didn't stop. Oh, I skipped down. I missed so many people. Hang on. Gabriel Singha. Gabriel Singha. You don't even imagine what it does. You don't. Hang on. You don't even imagine what does it mean. What does it mean in Spanish language? Talked in Dominican Republic. Singha. I don't know. It's scrolling up and down, so it's hard to read. Thailand Tom, good to see you. From Kokyo. Royette. Royette's not too far. Simon, internet is incredible in Thailand. I was sitting in Koh Lipe in the middle of the sea with 40 Mbps speed with my phone. Internet is amazing in Thailand. Amazing. Joshua, greetings from Bradenton, Florida. Do we have 5G here yet? Do we have 5G?
I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of ads everywhere. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I only have 4G on my phone. Tethering is awesome on the phone. It's no problem. Like I said, a lot of times and when we're traveling and the lady doesn't give me the password, or a lot of times the Wi-Fi in the hotels are not that good because they don't have good enough routers throughout the hotel. So I just use my phone, and it works good most of the time. Most of the time. Now, if you're in the mountains in Thailand, then it's obvious that you're not going to get a good enough signal. Rudy, good morning. Glenn, okay, time for bed. Great talking. Thank you. Good night. We'll see you on the next video. Glenn and Tracy. 110 thumbs up. Thank you very much, Brian. 116 thumbs up. 106. I think we had like 300, almost 400 people watching at one time earlier today. I didn't really advertise this one that much because I kind of wanted to be able to run. It's difficult to run through the comments when you have like 400 or 500 people watching at the same time. And every time I try to go down, like it scrolls, and I miss like everybody. Let's see if I can back up here. Okay, Irish, thank you very much. Rocket Festival and Cocoa Beach. Why did not Klaus go with you to Krabi? Because he didn't want to, and his wife was sick. He had to get her to the hospital. Catch Bay, internet, mobile data prices and quality are like your high quality and low price, something what is not common in the U.S. The U.S. is screwed up when it comes to that. Yeah, it's not good. And you have to like pay to have a quality. There's like levels of quality on the internet in America. And I had to have something good for my business and my office and my home, so we paid the premium one. And I was actually doing a little bit of vlogging before we had left the United States while I was in my home still, before we went on the travel trailer deal. And I remember when I came here, I was like, holy crap, I can upload like a 30-minute video in like 5 minutes. Back home it would take like, we would leave and I would leave my computer running for hours before it would ever upload. Brian, we have a Texas flag, a lot of them. It's over here. Here. There, it's right there, next to the gigantic Canadian flag. Yeah. Don't send me another Texas flag, but if you want to, I can give it to somebody. Chris, no problem. Oh, you're asking Larry. Thank you, Larry, for helping me with the questions. Thai girl in America, we are selling everything and moving to Udon Thani. Udon is a good place to be. You know, I'm going to do another video about this topic, but I used to say that probably the best place to come to transition in Thailand was like Cha'am, but I think it's Udon. I think Udon gives you a little bit of like real Thai culture and still have like, you're able to get the Falang stuff, you know, that you need instead of just diving right into Thailand, you know. But Udon is an awesome place. I really love Udon, and I'm glad to hear that you're finally going to get back to Thailand. Very cool. Singha means hanky panky. All right. I guess that's why a lot of people like Singha. Scott, are you going to have enough room at that big dinner table for all your holiday guests? Yeah, we have an extension for it. We'll find room. But actually, everybody's coming for the New Year's party, which is going to be right down the street at Maon's house. She has more room over there. Klaus, swaddi krap.
Again?
Not that Klaus, a different one. His name, swaddi ja. Anyway, and Cook, by the way, thanks for sharing what you have been doing to lose weight. I've been really inspired and motivated. I haven't told the guys yet, they're not here to bring them in on the conversation, but when it comes to the weigh-in, I'm gonna get everybody kind of like together during that time and talk about what we did individually to lose whatever weight it was. At our age, you know, sometimes people want to know what we did, you know. And of course the winner too, what he did in the short period of time. Joe got a little bit of a head start though. Not making any excuses, but he did. Like when we were there, like he started, me and James were still like in, you know, in holiday mode, you know. And we traveled a little bit after we had left Joe, but Joe started like, after we had that hamburger, he was done, you know. I think he may have had a beer. But we're going to talk about what we did. If I miss your comment, I'm very sorry. Tyron, good evening. The Rocket Festival in Taiwan is the craziest. That sounds like fun. We've been to Taipei. Actually, we had thoughts of plans to go spend more time in Taipei. Maybe 2 or 3 days. It's not so big, so I think 3 days is good. 3 nights. Patty, how far to drive to Koh Chan, kilometer? I don't know, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I think it's somewhere about 900 from here. Somewhere like that, just under 1,000. I'd have to look at Google Maps. We never try to make it in one day. We always take a couple days to get there. Squinty Lizard, that's a cool name. Oh shit, I just scrolled down and lost it here. Good morning from Athens, Georgia. It's 29 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not too bad. Just kidding. Can't wait to be back in Sriracha with my girlfriend and to be in warm weather again. You said it's going to be 11 here tomorrow?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night it's going to be 11 degrees Celsius.
Yay! Thank you.
So that's like low 50s, like 40 something degrees.
Yeah, like you said, night.
Mm.
นี่ก็ดีนอนแล้ว
Will the weigh-in be live? Troy asked. I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. You know, and maybe if one of those guys want to do it, it's up to them if they want to do it live or not. I don't know. I don't know. Probably by one of us will probably have it live. Are you a Rush fan and what music do you like? Peter Valentine. I like Rush, like Tom Sawyer. I like old music like that. I'm more, believe it or not. It just depends on my mood and what I'm doing. Like if I'm cruising around, I like country music. Me and Paige like country music. But I like heavy metal, like I don't know. I like heavy rock music, you know, like old Metallica, of course. It just depends on what I'm doing, you know. If I'm riding my bicycle or I'm exercising, I need something more motivational, right? Okay. While you're in there one more, and then I'm done.
Thank
I
you.
mean, there's like no alcohol in it, it's just mostly water. Brian, regarding your new tat, is that the first one from Thailand? I want to get a tat from each region and country. Interesting. My very first one in Thailand was I got a sack, like an authentic bamboo type tattoo. I made a video on it in Koh Chang, and that was my first one I did in Thailand. And then I had, this was a cover-up. That was the next one, I think. And then I have a Hanuman on my back. And then I have this. So I have 4 tattoos from Thailand. Rush is great. Okay, I'm trying to go through these, and I know I know I'm missing a bunch. Gabriel, Eddie Manning is a metabolic changes. You might not be talking to me. Black Sabbath. Who doesn't like Black Sabbath at our age, right? Good to hear you like metal. Yeah, I've always, I mean, even the crazy stuff like Slipknot, you know, like stuff like that. AC/DC, of course. Catchboy, how about to tell people to submit the unread messages again? I said this at the beginning, that if you have a question about something and I didn't get to it, just leave it in the description box and I'll get to it later. Or somebody can help answer your question. Sack yank, yeah. What bike do you ride? I have a Twitter road bike, and I have a mountain bike that I got upstairs. I attached it to like a stationary, like magnetic device where I can ride my bike upstairs. But I have a Twitter bike. It's made in Germany, but I bought it here. There's a Twitter dealer down the street. Any kind of bike, any popular bike, you can find it in Thailand, is crazy about bikes. Golden earring, yeah. Kevin, Chuck, I have a new debit card. How to change that on YouTube Super Chat? I cannot find it. I have no idea, Kevin. Super Chat doesn't work for us in Thailand, so we're not able to use it in Thailand, period. So I have no idea. But you can always do PayPal if you like. Or we'll figure something out. Ozzy can't talk, good, but can still sing. I'm always told I can't talk. I started drinking Leo again recently because of your vlogs. Haha. Live the storm. Leo's good beer. I'm so happy that there is a beer that I like in Thailand. Because if it was only Chang and Singha, shit, I don't know what I would do. Have to drink Heineken, I guess. Brock, good day again. Hello. Jeff Arnold, wow, you're still alive. We went to sleep and you were on. No, this is part 2. I didn't do like a marathon all day. Like I've got other shit to do, I promise. But I did do a long 2-hour live stream earlier today, and I'm already like, I think, an hour and a half now. Zylona, good night. 2:20 in the morning in New Zealand. Good night. It is not beer time. I'm on a serious diet, so this is like mostly water and a little bit of scotch. That Ballantine scotch. It doesn't have a lot of calories or carbohydrates in it, so the SJCAM has a lot of sugar, and I can't drink beer at all this month. B Shots 2 from Connecticut had a foot of snow. Time to go. Yeah, definitely. Leo equals Budweiser. That is definitely 100% not true. Budweiser is nothing like Leo. Ladyboy drink. That is, I don't know what ladyboys drink, but whatever. Leo's good beer. Shark, did you ever ride horses in Texas or in Thailand? When I lived in Texas, my kids were growing up. We had 9 horses at one time, and we lived in Waller, Texas. And my kids were into raising horses and barrel racing, and I did some team pinning and stuff like that. But we had 9 horses at one time. How was the banana bread? I haven't made it yet. Tomorrow. Brett, happy Christmas and happy New Year to you too. Fritz, any beer that spoils quickly is good. The rest is not. Good to know. Mark, having a month off beer will make that money you win taste all the more sweeter. I told him, I said, I will buy him a couple beers with their money. I don't understand why you prefer Leo over Singha. It's a good thing that we all don't have the same take. Could you imagine how boring and shitty life would be if we all liked the same thing? Like, okay, you want beer? It's just we wouldn't have names in here, it would just be beer. Food, beer, car. It would just, everything would suck. It would be so boring, you know? Don't try to understand. We just, it's a good thing we all have different tastes. Why that is, I have no idea. I don't know. But, I mean, it's not like if I drink a Singha, like I'm going to die and go into convulsions, but I just prefer Leo. Leo's for, wow, we have some like Leo haters here. That's pretty funny. Chang is someone like Rolling Rock. I don't like Rolling Rock, so yeah, you're right. A nomad overseas. I used to go out with a fitness instructor and she reckoned that vodka and Diet 7-Up was super low calorie. Also Guinness has very low calorie count. I would not think Guinness is like really like thick, strong stuff. I couldn't imagine that would have low calorie, but I don't know. I don't prefer Guinness either. San Miguel, it's okay. Every time we start talking about beer and alcohol, it's time to go. I don't know why my chair keeps sinking. B-Shots 2, if you have to import products from Thailand to the US, what would you suggest besides Leo? I don't understand your question. You don't want to try to import anything yourself to Thailand. I mean, you can buy a lot of import. You can buy just about everything in Bangkok. There's a lot of markets. Villa Market sells a lot of Phalang stuff from all over the world. Top Supermarket has a lot of Phalang stuff. But I mean, I love Mexican beer the most. Modelo, Dos Equis, any kind of Mexican beer I really like. But I wouldn't import it here. It's crazy. Waller, I've stopped around there. But you can get almost anything in Thailand, but it's expensive. Ken was a professional farrier for almost 30 years. That's a tough job, a farrier. I commend you for that. That is definitely a tough job. We had some real a-hole horses. We had a thoroughbred that was the worst, and this guy, he would just get tossed around by this thoroughbred, but he always hung in there and shoot that horse. But yeah, that's a tough job. We had mostly paints, and I had one old, like almost a 30-year-old Arabian that was really the kids, like, the kids could grab its tail and pull itself up on the horse. Oh, thank you very much, Kevin. You got it figured out. Very awesome. Kevin just paid for, I just sent Kevin 2 t-shirts, and it's not going to be a hat because it was difficult to do. 2 t-shirts shipped to California from Thailand. Please let me know when it gets to you. Send me a picture of it. Jason, are there any craft microbreweries? There are a lot. Yeah, there's quite a few. It's very popular everywhere in the world, and it definitely has come to Thailand. Okay, Scott, thanks for coming. I don't know if you're still here or not. I'm almost done to Outlaw Brewing in Leh. That's the name of the place, or did they outlaw it? Yeah, there's a lot of that in Thailand. Eddie Manning went last week with CJ to Chick Beer, a microbrewer. It's a lot of that everywhere. It's a very popular thing. I'm not really a fan of it. I met a guy, a Thai guy, who was like a Phanom, but was born in Bangkok, and he has a craft beer company in Thailand. He was in my videos in called PP. Had an Arabian quarter horse mix. It was my wife's, but seemed like it did all the work. Arabians have always been pretty good horses. Quarter horses are very high-strung horses, very good working horses. Arabians are very durable horses, usually small. Yeah. Of course, I'm from Texas. Some people think all we do is ride horses and drink beer all damn day. B-shots. I had my water pump replaced on my 2014 Toyota Sienna. Dealer wanted $1,400. Crazy price. Of course, I didn't pay that. I would guess that okay, let me try to remember. It's probably a 3-point. I think 3.4 liter is a Honda. I don't remember what it is, but it's probably a V6, and the water pump's probably behind the timing belt. And it's a transverse mounted engine, so it's really a kind of a pain in the ass to change that belt. I think I've done one or two before, but I don't know, I don't remember. I don't remember what size that damn Toyota, was it a 3 liter? What liter is it? I'm curious now. Eddie Manning, after 2 days in Pattaya, I need to escape home to Bangkok to get back to normal. I don't know if Bangkok's normal, whatever you like. Pattaya definitely is crazy. Troy, seen a horse in back of a pickup in Texas. I've never seen that, but it's funny to see it here in Thailand. But most of the horses that I see here are Arabians. That would make sense because of the heat, right? A lot of horses in Cha'am. Mark, have you made travel plans? We're headed to Ubon Monday with the Mafias, and then next month we're headed to Cha'am with a group of people. Peter Valentine, what's the best place you've been to in Thailand, not including where you live? Koh Chang Island and Koh Kut. If I lived anywhere in Thailand, it would be probably in Koh Chang. But I don't like to stay anywhere long periods of time anyway. But Koh Chang's my favorite place. Irish lad in Florida. Merry Christmas from Northport, Florida. Where is Northport, Florida? I don't quite know where that is. That somewhere by by NASA? Not NASA. Now where is that? It's got to be on the east side, I think. Anyway, looks like that's it. No more questions, huh? 3PS Automotive. Okay. If you follow Chad, there was an elephant on the back of a truck. I don't have time to watch anybody, to be honest with you. I haven't seen it, sorry. Dave, I'm late. For what, work? Okay. B-shot, 246, 3.0 liter. I thought it was a 3 liter. V6, I paid $560. Replace the pulley and the belts. Tommy belt is fine. Yeah, I thought it was a 3.0, but that timing belt's not an easy task on that engine because of where access. It's all about access. Oh, you're late for your trip to Thailand. Okay. Amy, Merry Christmas to you too from India. Chris, do you recommend for a first-time retiree, first settling in Bangkok to get settled? You know, Bangkok is crazy. You have to be the type of person that likes that kind of environment, like the big city, hustle and bustle. Me, no. I don't recommend it because I don't like that. I recommend trying to get engulfed in the Thai culture. Like I said earlier, I think Udon is a good place. I think still like, Hua Hin, Cha'am, Prachuap, stuff like that to get kind of acclimated. But man, Bangkok is, you gotta be that type of person. Irish lad in Florida, Southwest next to Venice, Florida. Okay. I was totally wrong on that one. Fort Myers. Okay. I lived there a long time ago when I was a small child. Peter, it's great being retired and living in Thailand. Yes, 100%. Sarasota County. Patong. I know. I mean, Phuket is beautiful, but it's like, to me, it's overrated. I think Phuket, for what the cost of everything is. Brian, how did you learn Thai? Just being submersed in the language. I went to school and learned how to read and write Thai, and I write Thai. And when I try to practice and remember stuff, I write it in Thai language, and that's the best way to do it. Learn how to read and write. I'm getting tired, guys. It's getting difficult to read. Scott, good morning from Six Falls, South Dakota. Been there, great place. When we did our travel trailer videos. Jizbal. Ijbal. So, from the Netherlands. Thanks for coming by. From Lubbock, Cindy. Paige just went to bed. It's 8:30, time for our bedtime. Everybody says, why are you always up so damn early? Because usually we're in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock. Troy, good night. Shark, is it too much of a hassle to put subtitles in English for when you're on the speak? Yes, it is. It's definitely difficult to add all of that in the videos. Sometimes I do, I try to, but when you come to Thailand, you're going to hear Thai language and you're not going to know what the hell's going on anyway. But a lot of times I try to explain after the conversation what we were talking about. But it's difficult to add all that stuff in, yes. Call you Ice Ball. Okay, that is much easier. Water Realtor. Who is the lighter for food consumers in the gang? I don't know what that means. Who's the library for food consumers? I mean, I'm probably the one that consumes the most. PS Automotive, thank you very much for that. $4.99 euros, not dollars. €4.99, right? Thank you very much. Hillbilly, good to see you. Everything is awesome. Solid Brit, thank you very much. Sucks balls, sorry. Ernest. Whatever. I'm just a redneck. Travel the world. Hi Chuck, how many kilometers did you do today? Have you got a bit mountain there to go? Tiger Mountain. We don't have any mountains here. We've got a few hills, but I mostly just ride my road bike. Today I did 10 kilometers. I didn't do very much, but I walked 4 kilometers today, did 10 kilometers. I took a break. I usually do the elliptical for 45 minutes. I took a break from it today because I got a new gym set and I worked out for about an hour light weights today on the gym. So I try to change it up to put my body through a little bit of stress. Right now I'm like really, I'm tired from this diet. Alberto from Spain. Do you still do some spinning? I don't know what you mean. Well guys, I'm going to cut it loose. I did 101 minutes. Almost 2 hours. I did 2 hours earlier today, which was like a record. But I'm tired. I've got to get up early and drink my coffee. I've got a video. Actually, I got like 2 videos already done. I got one to upload tomorrow morning for you guys. I hope you enjoy it. I thank you so much for all the new subscribers and all the people that have donated to the Christmas fund this year. I really do appreciate that. And yeah, I probably won't do another. I don't know if we're going to do a live stream on New Year's Eve or not. I think last year I did a Christmas live stream. But I'm not really sure what I'm going to do this year, to be honest with you, because we're going to have a few other YouTubers here. I think Joe actually did a live stream last time he was here. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. I appreciate you guys coming to the second live stream today. Hunnicutt, Chokni Kap, Laujuk and my Kap, which means thank you very much, good luck, and I will see you guys later on the next video. Goodbye.